Hi everyone, I hope you're doing okay and that you are slowly adjusting and getting used to this new way of life that we're having to live at the moment. It is such a bizarre time, isn't it, for all of us, for so many different reasons. This is not the plan, this is not the path we were expecting over these next few months, and yet here we are. I know for me it's been a bit of an adjustment for me, having just reduced my hours to 2 days a week, so that I can travel more, and I've had lots of things booked in the diary, and now having to navigate cancelling those things and working out, what does life look like now in this next little while? And I know that's true for many of us. And I was spending time with God a couple of weeks ago, and I was just talking to him about this and just saying, Father, what's going on? What's the plan? I want to hear your heart. I want to get your perspective. And he showed me this picture that I just want to share with you, because I hope it will encourage you as we navigate this season together. The picture I saw was of a ski slope, and it was a fast ski slope, and it was familiar, and there were bright lights and lots of people around, and it was easy to travel down this ski slope because lots of people had travelled down it before. But then what I saw in the picture was, as the skier came down the ski slope, they very quickly took a sharp left and they went on a detour. And as I saw this detour, it was much darker. It was a much slower route because people hadn't gone down there before. There weren't bright lights, there weren't loads of people. And so it was very different to the route that the skier would normally take. And yet what I felt like God said was, there is beauty in the detour. And I felt like what God showed me is that as this skier goes on this detour, they have the opportunity to see things and experience things that they would have missed out on had they just gone down the familiar quick path. So one of the things I noticed in the detour was, because it was much darker, the stars in the sky were brighter. You could see more of the stars. And I felt like the Father said, listen, on this detour, as you're travelling this unfamiliar path, unexpected path, there are actually beautiful treasures to be found and experienced on the path that you would not have seen had you just carried on as normal. And I felt like God said, there are treasures to be found about who He is, and encountering more of who He is as our Father. There are treasures to be experienced about who He says we are. Also things that we're called to, the things that are in our hearts that have perhaps got buried. There's going to be stuff that we discover in this major detour that we're currently on that are going to be beautiful, and that are going to speak to us and change us if we will take time to look and to really take on board what the Father shows us. And so I just really want to encourage you in this season where it's not what you're expecting, it's not the path that you were going for, it means you've had to cancel this and that, it means you're not seeing people you would normally see. Whatever it looks like, I want to encourage you that in this detour there is beautiful treasure to be found and to be seen. And God's promise for us is that none of this will be wasted. We are going to encounter and experience some stuff that is going to be beautiful to us on this detour that we would not have experienced down the ski slope. So be encouraged. I want to encourage you to really look out for those beautiful treasures that God's got for us, and stay safe, and I will speak to you again soon.